Art is a powerful tool that helps stimulate and engage our brains. When viewing an art piece, not only are we trying to make sense of it, our brain is actually allowing us to be immersive in the painting, capturing what we see and connecting it to our emotion. What is considered better art can entertain and stimulate the brain. Art is a skill that can be achieved by practicing, learning what poses, colors, and shadings are used in the art pieces to captivate the audience. The pose of the figure tells a story. In art, exaggerating the pose would be recommended. Having the figure stiff doesn't let the viewer in on what's happening. Having an exaggerated pose lets the audience acknowledge the emotion of the figure. What can help is having a reference photo and finding one or two lines of actions, which is a line that represents the flow and movements that are in the same direction as the pose. The next is the positive or the negative line of action. Positive conveying confidence and the negative sadness or shyness. It's up to the artist how much they want to exaggerate the pose. The colors that are being used help set the mood of the piece. The colors are used to help set the mood of the piece. A scene that's supposed to be positive would have warm and bright colors that are closer to red. This would convey excitement, happiness, or even danger. If a scene is negative, colder and gloomier colors that are closer to blue would be chosen, conveying mystery, sadness, calmness, or even eeriness. Values, which are the light and the darkness of the tone or color, are also important. They can help balance the painting, making sure that the colors don't blend. No matter the hue, as long as the values holds up, it will still look good. Having bad harmony can kill the art. Luckily, there's a solution to this. Using the 60-30-10 rule, 60% should be the dominant color, setting the overall mood. 30% should be the secondary color, keeping things interesting. 10% is the accent color. It may be little, but makes a big difference. This keeps the art piece in check and readable for the audience. Shading is one of the final steps. When shading using the color black or gray doesn't necessarily work with other colors. It makes the art less appealing and more muddy. Usually, with shading, you would still want some color to it. So what color would be recommended to pick? This is where the color wheel comes in. All colors have three important properties. Hue, representing where in the color wheel it is. Saturation, which is how vibrant and colorful the color is, or how muted and soft it is. Moving to the right makes the color more saturated in brightness of the color. An important tip is to make sure that the shadow isn't the same color as the light, so it won't look bland. This can be achieved by changing the hue and saturation a bit. Don't exaggerate the saturation. Guiding the audience where to look should still be a priority. As people look at art and see the colors or the pose, people don't often realize how much our brain uses art to understand and feel certain topics or emotions. Art can still be used as a way to get better understanding of science for non-experts. Creative people show patterns unique to neutral activity, meaning that the brain is actually better at activating multiple networks at the same time that usually work separately. How the brain responds to creative experiences. Two different areas of the brain that usually light up separately are called the executive control network. For years, scientists thought that the two areas were opposed to each other, only lighting up when the other one was silent, meaning that the brain could either be focused or creative at a time. However, this is proven false. As we engage in creative experiences, we develop a stronger connection between the two networks. Our brain shifts these tasks to increase our alpha waves, which means that we are focused but not stressed out, while at the same time our theta waves, which is connected to meditation and memory integration, help make new connections with previous unrelated ideas. So while we're doing our creative task, our brain has the opportunity to work on building long-term connection to unrelated ideas in the background. Using the 60-30-10 rule, 60% should be the dominant color setting over the left and right hemisphere of the brain are both working more efficiently and effectively at the same time. Creativity stems from the collaboration and communication between the two hemispheres. The right side shows more activity, particularly with novel connections or those that contribute to a person's well-being. However, the left side becomes more active when it comes to structure or helps express ideas, helping us read and understand the piece of artwork and the message behind it, improving our emotional and social skills. Knowing how the viewers are affected in more than one way makes an artist think about how to make the art more effective.